Okay, guys, I'm here. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Okay, wait a minute now. You know it takes me a few minutes to get adjusted. Sally. Wait, Sarah Oswald. What am I? Do I have everybody in the... Okay. Hi, Jason. Hi, Sally. You're on. What does my title say? I cannot see the title of my heading here. I tried tagging everybody who's going to be talking tonight. I should have tagged you, Sally. And hi, Debbie, Linda, Jeff. Yeah, you're on. Leslie, Sally. Oh, my goodness, I'm going too fast. Deacon Steve is on. Okay, hold on, you guys. Whew, I'm sweating here. All right, I got to get everybody up and running on this computer. And so I can see everything the right way I'm supposed to see it. I want to make sure that I have, you got your wine, Debbie. Well, by golly, I do too. All right, I have too many papers, of course, as I always do, have too many papers. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I get this on the computer, and I want to make sure I get the heading right, because the last heading I didn't get it right. Did I, Jason? The last title of one of these events. If you're joining us right now for the first time, you've never joined one of these, and you had this great anticipation, just know that it gets so much better, right? Everybody out there, tell these new people who might be joining in right now. You just have to give me a couple minutes to get all my technology adjusted, because I can't get my computer adjusted until I actually go live, so I can't do it ahead of time. That's the problem. Okay, so I think I've got it. All right. We're getting there, everybody. We're getting there. Okay. All right. I think I'm pretty close. So, Sally, I have you on there. Sally's going to be our first guest, but I have you... I didn't tag you because you don't. Your name is different than what your Facebook name is, so I couldn't get you tagged. It wouldn't tag you. Okay. So Sally's on there. Tina is going to be joining us from the Cobblestone Hotel and Suites here in Hartford. Also the Wasota Chop House. She's a manager there, GM, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm going to ask her official title. I should have done that prior. I didn't. Okay, but she's basically there, living there now. And we're going to talk to her later. And of course, our good friend Carol Redders. Okay, so she's going to be here. Woo! Everybody's on board. Okay, hi, Lucy's on. All right, I have to see everybody who's on. I want to say hi to everybody. Who am I missing? All right, because I always feel bad when I go back and then I have missed saying hello to certain people. Anybody that I miss, I apologize right now from the get-go. Hi, Leslie, Sally. There you are. Okay, Debbie. My brother is on. Hi, Jeff. My brother Jeff, if you see him in the comments there, how about them Brewers? So my brother Jeff is the one, if you're friends with me on Facebook, my personal page, you see me posting about J&J Sports. They're up in Lake Tomahawk, Wisconsin. Jeff, are you a little busy this weekend on opening fishing weekend? I hope so. You just texted me and said you were crazy, so that's good. It's crazy, we went from nothing to all of a sudden boom, right? Everything's crazy. Hi, Ella, you're joining us. Okay, I want to make sure I say hi to everybody so far. Hi, Mary. You know what's the problem is that I can see things popping up on that, but I don't see things aren't popping up. They're not moving. It's like I have to manually move it. Hi, Donna. Mariah's on. Yes, lots of people. My dad is on. Hi, Dad. Cindy. I am waiting to meet Wendy Dix. Dang it. That's what I was going to do, is bring the article. Deacon Steve is the sassiest one on here. So let me just tell you, for those of you who saw my post on Facebook, I don't know who this Wendy Dix person is. I don't know who this chick is, but she looks a lot like me. And the story resembles us. So I don't know what's going on there, but no, really. Joe Vandelarschlot from the Daily News did a good job on that article. Thank you, Joe. We appreciate that a lot. All right, what else do we got going on here? We got Kevin's on, yay. Okay, here we go. Candy, she knows Mary. Jody, Jody, thank you. Yes. That's the best. That's the best comment all night. That should take an award right there. Just wait for Wendy to settle in with her wine. It'll be great. Yes. Thank you, Jody. Thank you. I appreciate that. Denise is on. Hi, Denise. Jeff, how was biz today? All right, Kevin. All right, my dad. Jean, hi, sister. Hi, Kim. Hi, Dad. Colleen is on, all the way from Georgia, right, Colleen? Nice to see you. Hugs from, oh yeah, there you go. You said it right there in the comment. Hugs to you too from Wisconsin. Miss you, Colleen. All right, Margie, Zoe is on. Carolyn Lawfer is on. Kim, did I say hi? Vicky is on. Oh, you know, you guys know that I love it. Hi, Deb. Oh, we have Dix. We have both the Dix Wicks team here tonight. Yes. We got Wendy Dix here and Jason Wicks at home. So if those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the Daily News ran an article on our store and they named me Wendy Dix and husband Jason. So I'm a Smith, not even close, but Jason's a Wicks. So I can understand somewhere how that happened. So it's okay. It's okay. It was a nice article. Hi, Kira. How many glasses so far? I'm not saying. Just stop it, Deacon Steve. What time is it? Okay, you guys, I have to pay attention. We have Sally calling in at about 7:30. All right. We've got Tina calling in at 7:55. We got Carol calling in about 8:05. I told her 8:05, but then I texted her just before we started and I said, maybe make it 8:10. Because Sally and I like to talk, and you know what? Who knows? We all know what happens when I sit down in this chair and I've got some wine and things of that nature. Who knows? So we're going to just get started. I'm going to start. Hi, Donna. We got some new people. Sally can tell me what to get my mom for Mother's Day. Yes, Donna Coles wants to know what Sally recommends for Mother's Day, and we're going to get into that. So I love that. That's great. All right, I'm going to get started. I took a picture last week when I got done with this thing of what this floor looked like that you can't see. One day I'm just going to pick up the camera before I end and I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to start. I'm going to try really hard to keep it on task. Oh, this is going to be so hard. 7:30. Sally, maybe you better make it 7:33. I'm already off schedule. and I know I'm missing saying hello to people, so please know that I apologize. So here's where we're going to start. The theme of tonight's presentation or podcast, or I don't know, what should we call it? It's Saturday Night Live, Facebook Live, and Faith and Giggles window. I don't know, I change it all the time. But our theme is kind of we rise by lifting others. That's our favorite. We have that on our receipts. It's one of my favorite quotes by Robert Ingersol. I really truly believe in it. I believe that we are better when we help others. It helps us. They help us, we help them. It just keeps going up, you know? So that's our theme tonight. So, and right now, our community, and it's perfect theme for tonight. Hi, so there's people, I know those. It's weird to have so much noise going on because as the days get longer, it's brighter, longer back here. Usually I'm used to this being dark. You see the dog sticking out of the back of that car or the window of that car? I wanted to have some of the dogs here with me tonight, but Jason wouldn't let me. He said it would be too ridiculous. Hi, Connie. Carol's on. This is so much fun. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. So our community is lifting us up, which is a great theme for tonight because we had no idea how this was going to happen. We did not know once we had this order that to shut our doors and lock it, you know, what was going to happen. And just like everybody else, now and then, it's just like this big blob of confusion. But I will tell you that, what did I say, Jason? Did I say the wrong name? Robert Ingersol. I said the wrong name, maybe. I don't know. Did I say Donald Ingersol? Hi, John Redders. Hartford Union High School football coach. All right. I don't know. Did I do that okay? Okay. We are grateful to our community. It's 7:25. I got 5 minutes to talk before Sally calls. Okay. We are so grateful to our community for lifting us up. That is why, that is why we believe in this whole, we rise by lifting others. We feel like we've been a part of this community and we work. It's important for us to build relationships and be involved, and it's important for us as business people, as a personal, purpose-driven people, having a purpose. We believe it's important to have that purpose. What is life without a purpose? And so I feel like this quote, "We rise by lifting others," is just like I have, for those of you who have watched this before from the very beginning. I think George Bailey was on my second show. Where the community just comes back to help you when you're in need, and that's what's happening right now. Now nobody's dumping a bunch of money off on our counter, and well, nobody lost money. Like, we didn't lose it in the bank like George's uncle. But okay, I digress. We are grateful because this community is just helping, and they're just lifting us up. So Carol Redders, who's going to be on, and all of our guests tonight, they're all those people that lift others up, which is why all three guests tonight are perfect, because they all have their own way of lifting other people up. And I just noticed by looking in my computer that I have things sticking out of my pocket. That's okay. You know what? I'm just going to leave it. My sunshine. I didn't wear one of my theme shirts today, but because I have a big sunshine on it, because I thought that would be just cool, because we're talking about lifting and brightness and hope. And so I thought, I'm just going to leave this on. Okay. So at some point tonight, I'm going to thank people. I want to thank so many people, our friends over at WTKM. I learned this week, I'm going to do this real quick before Sally calls. I learned this week about media. I've learned this before, but it's all come very full circle, because when last Monday, when people thought, due to misleading headlines in the news, in the mainstream news channels, we had been interviewed, and that, of course, the mayor had been interviewed and all of that, and people were misled by sensationalized headlines to believe that, boom, all of Hartford was going to be open. So a lot of people were angry because we were being careless. I'm doing air quotes. And there was just a lot of confusion. What does that mean? So Monday morning, we had people tugging on the doors, and I'm so sorry to all those people who came from I'm sorry, and I'm grateful. We thank you. And we apologize because we weren't opening the doors yet. We're grateful for the people who wanted to come and shop. There was a lot of misconstrued messages on that, and we feel bad that it was not clear. What I want to say, and what my message is right now for this moment, because I don't have a lot of time to talk here, is that we have WTKM FM 104.9, our radio media right here across the street. Our good friends Dave and Connie Stout and Tom Jeffrey, who does the morning show and the interviews and things. And so it made me, I had this thought, well, I know this already. I know how, what's the word? Oh, I hate it when I can't think of words, but not generous, but they're authentic. There's words that I want to use right now, but they're awesome people, and they're real people, and they're honest people, and they want to better this community, and they do that with their programming, and they do that with their ads. They don't accept ads that are going to be bad, people could advertise on there with off-color stuff that is offensive. They don't do that. They're not like that. So it made me, and they tell the real story. They want to know. Tom Jeffrey called me. He wanted to get a little soundbite from me. These people want to know the real story. They don't want to take bits and pieces and make their own story that's going to get them some press, so that's going to get more people listening. They're doing the authentic thing, and it made me really appreciate that, because when you see news channels and different media take things and just create, and I've seen this before. I've been interviewed with our anti-trafficking group. They take things and then I don't want to bash any news stations either if they're going to do positive coverage of us. But I think we all know what we're talking about here. We're talking about the things, the sensationalism. And my point is that I am grateful for people in the media who are willing to maybe sacrifice new viewers and some of that type of thing, like maybe the extra advertising, the extra money, to make sure things are right. So our friends over at WTKM FM 104.9, they want to know the details and they want to get it right. And I've known that from the beginning. They started when we started. They've been here since we've been here. The radio station's been here for years and years, but they're the new owners. It'll be 9 years this summer like us. So we love them. So I wanted to make sure to mention that because I just find so much value in honesty in reporting. And I was happy to say that our friend Joe over at Daily News did say things all right. I mean, so what? So my name got wrong. So everybody thinks my name is Wendy Dix. Who cares? It really doesn't matter. That's not what's important. Anyways, so having said that, so Sally, if you're ready to call, you can call me anytime. Just give me a call. Tanya's on. Hi, Mariah. Why did I say that? I know your name is Mariah. I don't know why I said Mariah. Ray of sunshine. You're a ray of sunshine, Mariah. You really are. So Sandy's on. Oh, yes. Sally's calling. Right on schedule. Here we go. Now if I can just answer it the right way. Well, who do we have here calling?
I think it's Sally.
Well, Sally, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
I'm watching you too.
Are you watching? Now be careful because you know what's going to happen. So you know it's delayed. I don't know if I don't know if I told you that. You're delayed a little bit. So if you're listening in the background, it's going to confuse you a little bit.
I'm confused most of the time.
Well, that's okay. Me too. Now, you know what I'm going to do right now because you probably can't see me because I'm ahead of you, but I'm going to be putting your picture up because you sent it to me and you said it was okay.
I know you're blackmailing me.
So everybody wants to know who do we have speaking, right? And here we go. Hold on, Sally. Don't start too much yet. I've got your picture. Now, it looks like you were sleeping in this picture. But it's a great picture of you, except for it looks like you're sleeping. So, okay.
I was drinking.
What? Sally, let me just introduce you. Can I do that for a minute?
Sure.
So, you know, Jason and I love you. Of course, you know that. You don't want to admit the fact that you've got this big, huge heart of gold, but you do. But what we do know of you is that you really specialize in senior sassiness. I mean, I really believe you are the sassiest senior that I know. Jason, out there, do you think that's pretty accurate?
Yeah.
Sally, I'm so grateful that you're joining us, and thanks for coming on. And I don't know, welcome to Faith and Giggles Live, Saturday Night Live. Did you ever think you would be on a podcast like this?
No. But I paid you enough, so now I'm on.
That's right. No, we're grateful that you're on. So what we wanted to bring you on for, because you were talking to me in a conversation, just talking about, well, COVID-19, like the rest of us are all talking about, and how different things are for everybody. And really, a lot of the struggles, you know, you and I have talked a lot about mental health issues with just in general. I mean, I think it's such an important topic. I have said this for every show. I talk about mental health, and I say how important it is and how strongly I feel that should be something that should be a regular part of our health checkup. It should be a physical health checkup yearly and a mental health checkup yearly, and not just a checking things off a list and moving on. It should really be extensive, and it should be something that the doctors take time to listen. And I think, and I feel bad about how this is happening right now, and so many people that were struggling just before this, before this, and how everything kind of just blew up, and now they're isolated. It's like life is already being already tough right now. People with depression and anxiety, and maybe even with some suicide ideation, and they're just struggling. And then boom, now you got to be isolated, and it's just a terrible thing. And I, in talking with you, understand it's just, it's different for different people. It's different for kids. It's different for people in different areas of life, and it's different for seniors. And what can you speak to about that? Like, what can you say about that?
Well, I think it affects everybody being isolated in your house. Even if you were upbeat before, you might be sort of in the dumps now, ready to have sort of a major pity party going on. And my advice to you is have one. I know that sounds weird, but I want you to have the best pity party you could possibly have for let's say it's 1 o'clock. You can have it till 1:15.
Yes.
You can run around the house. You can cry. You can carry on. Don't throw things. You don't want to have to pick those up.
No,
But have it for that whole time. Just give it everything you got. And at 1:15, put on your big pants and blow your nose and get on with life and forget it.
Wipe the snot off.
Yes, wipe that snot off. I'm sick of it.
Sick of it.
Not just seniors. Seniors are fine about. They'll do it because I said they'll do it. They'll do it. But other people need to do it too. Sometimes you get so frustrated, you don't know how to handle things, and that's the best way. And once you get over it, then you can get on to doing stuff around your house instead of watching TV every minute of the day.
Right. So you're saying have your snot running crazy pity party, schedule the time, give yourself that time frame, and then regroup. And I love that. Like you said, I love that for everybody. I believe that fully. Like, what's the saying? My mom used to say the same thing. My mom used to say, feel sorry for yourself, but don't stay there too long, and then
Don't dwell on it.
Don't dwell on it. Right. Right. So
it's so easy to slip in that mode of negativity.
Yeah.
And then it's harder and harder. It's like there was a saying a while back ago that somebody went down the street and fell into a hole. Then the next day they went down the street and they fell in the hole. Then somebody said to them, don't go down that street anymore. You won't fall in the hole.
Yeah.
So you don't go down that street anymore.
I love that. I mean, it's just sometimes all we need is somebody to nudge us and to remind us of what I always say, to remind us of what we already know. Like, I feel like we all know these things, but
Sure we do.
Yep. But
and you think you're the only one here. Everybody else has the same problem.
Right. We're not alone.
Everybody. None of us are going out having fun.
Yep.
We'll have fun at home.
Yep. Well, I know, you and I have fun when we talk, so like we can have fun.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing, that just brings me to something else, Sally. Like, so technology. So look at you. You text, you're on Facebook, you do some of that stuff, but not everybody is. I was thinking after you and I were talking too, like, if you're able to help somebody else get on that social media. I just talked with a couple outside. I hope they're watching tonight. I would love it if they're watching tonight. They said that I was putting a package out, a curbside pickup out there, and they were walking by, and they said they'd been in our store before, and wondered if we were open, and whatever, and we chatted for a minute. But I said that we do these Facebook Live events, and this is where we do our businesses on Facebook, and I asked if they were on Facebook, and they said no. And she said, well, maybe maybe I should need to get an account. I said, well, we just it's been a great way to connect for us and keep us. It's been a great way for us to keep our spirits up, feeling that we're still connected to our community, because I know that this community keeps thanking us. People keep thanking us, and I just can't express enough how grateful we are to people in this community for keeping us afloat. Because if we were severed off from everybody, just lock the door, be done, it would be affecting us a heck of a lot more, and that would be a huge struggle. And right now, because of this technology, we're able to stay connected and have conversations, and we feel like we're moving forward. We're still having these conversations, even though it's not in person. So I think it's an important thing. If you can help somebody, a parent, a grandparent, or somebody, like kids, you kids out there, you teenagers, if you've got a grandparent or parent who is not on any technology, and I'm not saying to force people into technology, but really it's been a godsend right now for a lot of people. It's been a great way to keep people, right? I mean,
sure has.
It really has.
They even have that thing, and I don't know what the name of it is, the grandpad or something, where they can keep involved with their family and stuff, and the grand people can see the kids and the grandchildren and talk. Now, I haven't done it. I've just seen it on TV or advertised. But, that's something to look into.
Okay.
But some people don't. Some seniors especially, this is a foreign country to them. They don't want the computer. They don't want the iPad. They don't want
Right.
a text. They just don't want to learn, and you can't change them. So what we need to do is get something that keeps them occupied at home.
All right. Perfect transition. So
That's my lead-in
yep.
to what I think they should do. The reason I'm not in a straitjacket, well, some people think I should be, but the reason I'm not in a straitjacket is the fact that I keep myself busy all the time. And I do it through, I like arts and crafts. I always have. You know, some people don't like it, but they could learn something.
Yeah.
You know, there's 300-piece puzzles out there that are fairly simple. Actually, there's 100-piece puzzles.
Yep.
You know, if they want to start.
Sure.
There's paint by numbers, which has been a godsend to me. But they're not like olden days that we remembered those. They're very nice, beautiful paintings and pictures.
Sure.
And there's now called paint by number diamonds, and that's for people that want to go insane like I do. They're little beads that you put on a sticky canvas, and it's got numbers, and you can do it. And the first one I threw out, I thought, oh my goodness, there's no way I could do this, period. So I decided when the second one came, I had ordered two. I better do it because I'm not throwing it out.
Right.
And ever since then, I've been hooked. But there is so much you can do. There's just coloring books. There's pencils. There's crosswords. There's word search. Anything to keep your mind active. And the people that know about computers can go on your computer and you can do paint by numbers with your little mouse.
Oh,
you can
yes.
put puzzles together and stuff. And they've got word search, and they've got these where you find the missing things in the picture. You know, there is so much you have to get off, turn off the TV or whatever, and start doing some stuff.
That is a great idea. I love that. Yeah.
Where did you go?
I'm here. Are you there?
Yeah, I know, but you're not sitting in your chair.
I am now. So you're seeing it delayed. What happened was you're watching your computer or something. What happened was
I'm watching my iPad.
Okay, I had to get up because I realized I didn't plug in my phone, and I had to get up and plug it in while you were talking, Sally. I wasn't being rude. I was just...
Oh, I wasn't thinking you were being rude. I thought, oh my goodness, she's tired of me already.
She's gone.
Because now my picture here doesn't show anything. Even my face isn't there anymore.
Oh, really? You're on here? What happened?
Okay.
Refresh it, maybe. Refresh
I
it.
don't know. Well, see, here's the thing for seniors, too. Just try it.
Yeah.
You know, you push a button, it's not going to explode. You know, you might get frustrated, but you know what? All of a sudden, an hour's passed, and you might have something that you actually enjoy.
I love that, Sally. What you just said, I love. Push the buttons, it's not going to explode. Because I myself, when we started this business, I had such limited knowledge of computers and technology. I mean, I did stuff, but I didn't have much, to be honest with you, because I didn't use it a lot. And luckily, I had two teenagers. Although I don't think they were teenagers at the time, but they knew. You know what I'm saying? They knew. But
they know everything.
They knew everything. But I remember feeling that way. I remember feeling like I was just afraid to touch everything. Like, oh crap, I'm gonna wreck everything. Everything's gonna be gone. My whole computer's gonna drop. And it's not like that. It's not like that, right?
No, it isn't. And you know, there's been times where I can't get something on the computer or whatever.
Yeah.
And if you just play with it, all of a sudden you're gonna be comfortable with it. You know, we weren't born learning all this stuff. You know, we just moved into it.
Yep.
So that's what you're gonna have to do. Just
Yep.
give it a chance.
You know, I
want to tell people out there that you and I have talked, and I said that people can't come into your store right now, but they can shop at your store. But seniors are not going to come in for these little samples of coloring books and stuff or whatever you could put together for them. So I said that the children of people, they should buy their mother for Mother's Day a gift basket or a gift thing. I don't know how you're doing it.
Right.
And have stuff in it that they can just give people enough to wet their feet. Like, you know, a mother's going to love anything her kid gets her just so she remembers or he remembers her. It doesn't matter what it is.
Sally,
you know? But
tell me.
Give them a sample of stuff to do. So I'm hoping you came up with some.
I did because I didn't want you to be disappointed in me. So I did.
Never be disappointed.
Well, here's what I did, Sally. So I put together 3 gift basket type things, okay? And
Okay.
I used your recommendations based on what we talked about and tried to find things, like you said, activity type things that we would have here in the store. And I put together 3 different price points of baskets. And, well, like for instance, so I think everybody can kind of see what I've got here. So I'm gonna just, for 1 second, I'm just gonna show people.
That's right. Go right ahead.
Okay, so
I'll go get a glass of wine.
Yeah, go get go get your wine. So I have like Sally said, I have a puzzle here. Or this basket is kind of geared towards pet type people, animal people. So it's a cat puzzle. We've got coloring book and pencils, colored pencils, and it's like a dog themed coloring book. And then we've got things that you can grow. I thought that would be good. You didn't really, I don't know if you mentioned that. Maybe you did, Sally, but we've got this where you start it, you water it, you take this cover off and you water it.
The mason kind of jars you had, I bought those.
Yes, you did buy
so
those.
Excited.
And that's in one of my baskets, so I'm going to show you that next. This one's just something that you start watering it, and then when it starts growing and it gets warm enough outside, then you put it in here. You plant the whole biodegradable pot right in the garden. This one's cherry tomatoes, but we've got peppers and basil and other things too. So it doesn't have to be this, but so we've got that in there. And this particular basket that's got all of this is $46. So I mean, you could say like, yeah, I want basket number 1 from the Saturday Night Live, video, and that's got all of those things. I'm just going to show you a couple more real quick. I'm not going to. Yep, hold on. I got this one that's got another. This one's got this growing kit, so it's got pumpkins, but we've got other things besides that. We've got watermelon, tomatoes, and stuff like that. Again, you start growing it in the house. So it's something you like to see something alive, right? Growing.
Yeah.
This is the Bob Ross painting kit, because we didn't have a lot of painting things, but this is Bob Ross paint by numbers. And I will tell you, Sally, my daughter Lucy, who is watching right now, she did this. And if you follow the directions, you mix the paints. I mean, it takes a little while. There's 3 little paintings that you can paint. And I mean, they're in this little box. So they're in there. And a little easel and the paint and the brush, everything's in there. And it's really something that's cute and fun and neat. And it's Bob Ross. So what the heck? And then we've got this particular gift basket, which is $56. It has one of our local people. Any of you who know Lake Girl Crystal? Do you know Lake Girl Crystal from Hartford High School? She drew all of the pictures, hand drew all of the pictures in this book. So a lot of people own the whimsical mandalas here from our friend Crystal. And then we've got the colored pencils again. And then this one's got a crossword puzzle book. This particular one is easy to read, large print. Now I have been posting crossword puzzles and things on Facebook. I've been doing a lot of that. So if you want to see what other crossword puzzles and things we have, we suggest going to our main page and just scroll down, We've got so much stuff posted on there, or call and say, what do you have updated on your puzzles or crossword puzzles? I can literally just text you a picture. Okay, what time is it? And then I got one more I'm going to show you real quick. This is a Monet puzzle. We still have a couple of these left, but this one is a double-sided puzzle. Sally, it's 500 pieces and there's a puzzle on both sides. Can you imagine? So you gotta turn, you gotta know. Yeah.
Now even that would be a challenge.
Right?
Yes, that would be awesome.
And then I've got one of the jars that you like, the hydroponics jar, everything you need to grow something fabulous is right in there.
I can hardly wait to do it.
I know. And then again, we've got a crossword puzzle and pencils and a coloring book. And this basket's $70. So we can create anything. And what I also have here, Sally, is I thought it would be kind of cool to show this. I don't know if you can see, but I'm pointing to it, Sally, when you get to that. I know I'm on delay, but when you see, this is how our gifts look when they go out. So if you haven't shopped Faith and Giggles, we always put things in gift bags, tissue paper, and a bow, and try to make it, and make it look real pretty. And that's how we are doing our gifts. And if you are wanting to buy something like I just posted, like I just showed you, you can call us or message us, but our number is right here, 262-397-8689. And we are doing free deliveries within a 30-minute radius of Faith and Giggles. So if you put in our address, which is 42 North Main Street, and see how far it is from you, if it's within a half an hour, we will deliver it to you for free. So if you want to send things out for Mother's Day, just call us. It's really easy. Just you can call us or send us, like right now, don't call us because I'm here and there's nobody else to answer the phone. But you know what I mean? Like message us on Facebook and put in your order. Or if you do call us, you can leave a message and we'll get it and we'll call you back and get it all straightened out. So Sally.
Yes.
Before I move on to the free giveaway, which I'm going to do next, I want to know, do you have any final thoughts? Like, what is one of your favorite Mother's Day gifts that you've ever gotten?
Oh, well, my son, well, it's not monetary. What he does is he makes me an omelet and all the bacon I can eat.
Yes!
I love that. I have looked forward to every year. Now, we're not going to have it this year.
Yeah.
So Mother's Day will be whatever day they open up for us.
Nice.
And we'll have it then. But it doesn't matter, you know. To a mother, it doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
Just so it's not a lot of tchotchke stuff. Because we're trying to get rid of our stuff so that when we croak, it's not so messy for our kids to pick up. So, but I like fresh flowers. I just love those little mason jars you have where they can grow their own flowers and feel like, you know, maybe they can't get outside.
Right.
And do it in a garden. I can't anymore. So then they have this right on their counter.
Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've enjoyed it, although I've lost you. I don't know how.
I know.
As a senior, I'll find it.
Yeah. You'll find it. You'll get back on. Refresh it or whatever. You'll get back on. All right,
Okay,
Sally.
on.
Listen. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say too. Now, when you want to shop, don't feel bad about looking on Facebook and everything. I got 2 shopping bags full from Jason the other day. So you can see good enough. You can take your time. You can call them up and make a list. And if she says they're out of them, you go to the next thing on your list and you buy. Why not?
I'll have you know, Sally, we're getting a whole bunch more of these mason jar type things coming in next week. So we are out of a few of them.
And what about the puzzles? More puzzles coming in?
Oh, yeah, we've got more puzzles, lots of them on order. We're hoping early next week that we'll get some more things, I'm hoping. As soon as we get them in, we'll be posting them, and I'll be going live with it. So.
Okay. All right. It was great talking to you. I hope the audience didn't fall asleep.
No, I think they're awake. You did fabulous. Okay. Happy Mother's Day if I don't talk to you beforehand, but I feel like I will.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Sally.
Bye now.
Okay,
bye.
Okay, here we go, and Tina's calling too. Tina, is that you?
That is me, Wendy.
Yes, I've got you on speakerphone. I'm sorry, I just hung up with Sally because...
Oh my goodness, that's totally fine. You know, I was like early for the first time in my life.
Well, you know me, I'm always late, so you being early and me late, that's not a good combination.
No, that was sarcastic, honey.
Oh, no, it's 7:55. You're like right on the button. Okay, here's what I'm doing. I am putting your picture, and I'm sorry. I know that you know me well enough. I took this picture off of your Facebook page. I'm sorry. Don't hate me, Tina. Don't hate me. I'm putting it up on my little bear here so people can see who we're talking to. And I appreciate you calling in. And so for everybody out there, we've got Tina Savage. What is your title over there at the Cobblestone Hotel?
Okay, so I'm the general manager here at the Cobblestone Hotel and Suites, and also the Wissota Chop House.
So, what the heck is going on over there? I mean, I can't imagine. You've got restaurant, you've got hotel.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I definitely am keeping myself quite busy because I actually moved on property.
Oh my
so that I
gosh.
can be here 24/7 and accommodate everybody that is actually coming in. So mainly right now, our guests that are coming in and reserving rooms are construction workers.
Oh.
So I am super grateful for our construction workers and our truck drivers right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love them.
So you're
They're
saying
awesome.
you're saying you don't have like a whole big staff taking care of things anymore. It's pretty much Tina.
I had a whole big staff taking care of everything before,
Yep.
and I just did my general manager duties.
Yeah.
But now I got my hands in absolutely every position.
Tina, I'm gonna just sidebar for a second because that's just what I do. I see squirrels and I go in different directions. Now I don't know if you're watching. I don't know if you're watching on Facebook, and I know it's delayed. Are you able to watch right now or no?
Yeah, I think I can. Hang on, let me just
Okay.
chime in real quick.
So I just want you to know that I'm drinking my tea and I'm winking at you right now. You know what I'm talking about.
Can you see? Oh my God, I love you so much. I am sharing with my wine.
Right? So I want everybody to know that I've got my super cute chickadee with a fern on it teacup. And I want you to know that Tina taught me something here. And I'm showing people, Tina, you can't see what I'm doing right now because it's delayed.
I
But,
feel.
so here's what's going on. For those of you who know, look at the tape. So just so you know, if you thought I was drinking hot tea, I'm actually drinking wine. And that is for you, Tina.
Wendy, I love it.
I think that's the most brilliant tip I've learned during this whole isolation.
Oh my God, I might skip out of work for 5 minutes just to run over by you.
You should. You can sit right in the window here so that we don't have to just put your face on a piece of paper.
I see.
Okay, so let's get back on track.
That's incredible.
Back on track. Can you tell me? I saw that now you are doing at Wissota Chop House. You're doing curbside pickups, right?
We are doing curbside pickups from Thursday to Saturday from 4 to 8.
Okay.
We do have a variety of things that we're offering at a lower cost to, a little bit of the higher cost.
Yep.
So we do have some of our steaks that we're offering, our burger. We're doing our shareables, like our macaroni, our truffle macaroni and cheese.
My favorite.
Phenomenal.
My favorite.
And
Yep.
I want to say happy Truffle Day today.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It is National Truffle Day, so we did sell quite a few of fries today, our truffle fries and our truffle mac and cheese.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always intrigued by what the different businesses are doing to try to stay afloat. And when I didn't realize,
definitely.
when I talked with you, I didn't realize how I didn't realize how you were living there, basically, so that you could take care of everything. I mean, that's the stuff that people don't know about what's going on. You got to do.
No, and I don't share that. I mean, I'll share it with you.
Yeah.
And everybody that's listening. But it's something that we have to sacrifice that, and we have to do what we need to stay afloat.
Right.
Right. To keep trucking along and keep on moving forward and doing the best that we can do.
All right. Well, I appreciate everything, and I know that you're involved in stuff, and you're trying to, you're engaged in the community, and I really think that is a big part.
Definitely.
Right? It's a big part of it because then people will reciprocate, and I think our community is doing a fabulous job. I give lots of kudos to besides all of the frontline workers and truckers and all of those people, all of them.
Definitely.
There's a long, long, long list. Besides all of them, I give kudos to our community who's, they're doing what they can do also to keep the small businesses going.
And if it wasn't for our community, we wouldn't be here talking.
Yep, exactly. I agree, Tina.
So I love them.
Yep.
I love everybody in this community, and I love the support. And just keep on supporting as much as you can, and let's just be here for each other.
Yep, I agree. Well,
Yes.
Thank you so much. I'll let you get back to work because I know you're busy, and I really appreciate you calling in, and I wish you the best and happiest Mother's Day coming up. And even though it's going to be very strange,
Wendy, same to you, honey. Thanks for having me on, Sweetie, and happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Thanks. Thank you, Tina. Bye-bye.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Wendy.
Bye. Well, that was great. Oh my gosh, that was fabulous. Success. We had 2 calls come in and they were success. If you were with us last week on Saturday, I didn't have the phone on. People were calling. Our guests couldn't get through. All right, so Carol Redders is calling in about 8:10. So I know you're out there, Carol. This is going to give me enough time. So Carol's going to be doing a giveaway, but we're going to be doing a giveaway as well. And I was going to try and fit that in before Tina called, but I didn't get it in quick enough, so I'm going to do it now. So what Jason and I are giving away, where is it? Oh no. Okay, I had it really, okay, well, I'm not really sure where it is. So what it is we're giving away is I had this puzzle, but I had a a $15 gift card connected to it. So it's the puzzle, this is that Monet puzzle, and there was and a $15 gift card. I can't believe it. I had everything set up, I thought. So here's how it works. If you want to be entered to win, or if you want to try and win this puzzle, coveted 2-sided Monet beautiful puzzle, it's the last one. Well, we have this one that's in the gift basket actually, or we have, and then we have the other one that I was going to give away. And if you want to win this, yes, we have Jennifer, and I'm sorry to everybody that I missed along the way. Hello. I will review this and say hello to everybody. Hi, Blanca, you miss Hartford. We miss you too. Hi, Jennifer, Sandy. So this and a $15 gift card. Here's what you have to do. This is a great one. I think this is pretty smart of me. I came up with this all on my own. No, okay. So the first person who has the answer to this question is going to win these things. And here's the thing. I'm not sure if Jason is watching right now to keep track, because he has to go and pick up our nephew from work, who Pascal works at McDonald's. So I'm not sure if he's like en route. I don't even know where he is at this point. I know he was going to be leaving for a short time. But I'm going to tell you what you have to do to win this puzzle. And then when you comment, if you win it, if you comment it, I'm not going to probably see it because we're going to have Carol on and we're going to be talking to Carol. But Jason is going to go back and review that. We will try to reveal the winner tonight before the end of this podcast. Jason said he's going to look and try and find the first comment that had the right answer, if anybody gets it. Because you have to know us to get this. So this is going to be great. Okay, so that's how we're going to do this. So here we go. What's the name of the organization that I am on the board of directors of? Because I'm only on one. And it's a two-part question. Two-part question. Don't answer yet. What is the name of the organization that I'm on the board of directors of? And name one board that Jason is either currently on or has been on in the past. So you have to get them both right. So what is the organization that I am on the board of, and name a board that Jason has served on or is currently serving on now. All right, go. So I'm not going to call out the winner. If you message it in there, I'm not going to say anything because we're going to be moving forward here. When Carol calls, we're going to get her up and running. But that's going to be, like, you could probably get one or the other. I know there's a lot of people out there that can get one or the other. But both. Oh, Sarah. Okay, Sally. So if you see Sarah Oswald in the comments, so that's our friend Sally. So Sally says, we forgot to mention about where to get a game started. Oh, yes. Okay. So Sally has this fabulous idea for a game, for like an inventor type idea. And she was wondering, where does somebody go if they have this amazing idea, which she really does have a great idea? Tina, you have one, but Tina, what is the name of the board I serve on too? It's a 2-part question. We have to get them both. You have to get them both. So John Redders has one. Uh-oh. Who's going to have them both? Some people are saying one, but somebody's got to say them both. I'm not even going to look because Jason's going to pick the winner. Whoever has both of them in a comment at the same time. Both of us. What are the boards both of us are on? Okay, so if you have any connections or any idea or any information or advice for Sally, our speaker, our first call-in speaker, about where you can go if you have this fabulous inventor's idea, because she's got an idea for a game, and it's really born from this whole isolation thing, but it's really good. It's about getting to know people, but it's a great game how she has it, and I think it's fabulous. And she's like, what do I do with that idea? Where do I go with it? So if you have some input for that for Sally, feel free to comment here in the comment section. Okay, so I'm gonna move on. And we don't have too much. You know what, Carol, if you're watching right now, you might as well go ahead and call in. What I'm gonna do is get Carol's picture because she's gonna get ready here to call in, and I gotta get my paperwork ready. Because Carol, oh boy. Okay. I got sticky notes everywhere. I got Sally. Okay. All right. I think we got it. I'm gonna be putting up Carol's picture. Okay. I love having everybody's picture. I have a little stack down here of pictures of all sorts of people, all of our guest speakers that we've had, and also Mother Teresa, because she was on. We think I can't get those kind of people on my show? I can get them. Mother Teresa, George Bailey, Mr. Fred Rogers. If you have only started joining us now, you have no idea the guests we have had on this show. We've had all sorts of important people, so you have to go back every Saturday night. I don't even know if I started doing them on Saturday. Oh, there's Carol calling in. Carol Redders, friends. Here we go. Hello, friend. Carol Redders on the phone.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Carol. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. Looks like you are too.
I'm doing pretty good, Carol. I'm doing all right.
Good.
So, did you hear me talk about what our theme is for the night? I thought it was you really inspired the theme of tonight's show about lifting others up, it made me, I feel this every day. I feel how our community is lifting us up. They are lifting us up in so many ways. And not only just purchases. Like, I just want to make that known. Like, I've said this before in my other shows. In my other shows, I've talked about this, how people have sent notes, messages. We've gotten cards, baked goods. I'll have you know that our friends over at Salon East here in Hartford. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad thing. Thanks, McKenna. Anyways, so we've had people just reaching out, and I find that to be so important. And when you and I talked, or messaged and things, and you talked about you wanting to talk about, and I'm not going to give it away, but this whole element of lifting other people up, I just thought it was perfect. It was a perfect connection, as you and I tend to do often, because we seem to think very alike.
Right.
So, Carol, tell me about what has gone. First of all, I want to introduce you as a friend of ours, of course. We met through Faith and Giggles here, but also you're such a big advocate for those who have been exploited, sexually exploited. You are a big advocate for children, and just the hugest heart of a person that I know. And now you've written this really, really wonderful book about the day that I got thrown away. And I just want to talk to you a little bit. There's so many things that we want to talk about, but we don't have all night. Jason's like, just narrow it down, Wendy. What inspired you to write this absolutely lovely book?
Well, as you know, I work in a school lunchroom cafeteria at elementary school. And one day I saw, and I've seen this many days, children throwing their silverware away at school. And so one day a little kindergarten boy threw his silverware away, his fork away, and I had an idea. So I reached into the garbage can and I said, "Wait, I hear someone crying, help, get me out of here." And so the little boy thought it was funny, and so I just looked up and I said, "Okay, boys and girls, we can't throw our silverware away. We need to put them in the silverware bucket." And then the next day, the little kindergarten boy purposely threw it in the garbage because he wanted to hear me cry, "Help, somebody get me out of here."
Of course he did. Look at this, Mrs. Rudders.
That was my motivation to write the book.
I love that. So like a lot of people, when kids do stuff like that, they would just like shake their head. Maybe I would be that person, I'm not sure. But I love how your heart and your compassion and your understanding for kids, you think differently than a lot of people think. You think in a way that is broader, or is very broad, I should say. And so when stuff like that happens where I might be like, "What are you doing throwing that in there?" You're like, well, how can I touch them? How can I reach out to them in a way and build on that? So you've been asked to read your book at different, at the school that you work at, but have you been asked to read it at other schools as well, right?
Yes, I've read at a couple other schools as well as our local library.
In the library, right. And so how did kids and people and teachers, how do people respond?
Well, at all the schools, the children and the staff have all been very affirming. At my school in particular, I had made up a mock book of the book first, and so I read it to the children at my school, and they started asking me if it was going to be available in our library and if they could buy it, and so that's why I decided that I needed to do something more and have it published. Right,
exactly. So when you did your book, your unveiling of your, what do you call it, your book launch, when you actually did, yep, and you did it at the school, and I was there, and it was fabulous, and so much fun, and there were so many kids there, and so much love. I just thought it made me happy to see that there were so many people there, because I know that you've given so much love and compassion and just kindness, which everybody who knows this show, who've been watching us here or just knows us in general, like that's my main important thing. Like if we can just be kind to people, I mean, that just really smooths over a lot of things. People can have a lot of differences, but kindness just kind of brings us all on the same level. We can just kind of engage, even though we don't agree with everything. And right now, there's so much of this going on. There's so many different, there's this side and that side. So I really love the fact that that's such a big theme for you. And how can your story be used, this story be used as a teaching tool in the schools that you want? I know you want all the schools to carry this, and I know a lot of the more this gets out, the more people are going to realize how important this message is. And, how can it be used as a teaching tool?
Well, some of the main lessons that it would teach children is, the importance of walking slow in the cafeteria for safety reasons, closing their milk cartons before they leave up from the table, again, for another safety reason.
Right.
Of course, to pay attention when they're emptying their lunch tray so the silverware doesn't get thrown away.
Mindfulness.
And, we live in such a throwaway society. So helping children understand the importance of reusing the silverware versus throwing away. And again, the reasons it happens is because they're rushing. So, to help them to slow down.
Right. So I know you, and we know each other well. We've had a lot of, Carol and I, for those of you out there who don't know how Carol and I know each other, I mean, we're both involved in the human trafficking cause, and we're big advocates. Carol is involved with an organization at Northbrook Church called Micah Ministry, and also with the group that Jason and I founded a few years ago called the Washington County Anti-Trafficking Advocates. And Carol's very involved in that. Carol wears a lot of hats. And this message seems to have a deeper meaning. Do you want to speak to that at all?
Sure. Although it's a whimsical story, silly story about a fork that gets accidentally thrown away, the fork has to make a decision. Is he going to stay in the trash and risk being thrown away for life, or is he going to cry out for help and see if someone will rescue him? And so just like the fork in this story, we may find ourselves in situations in life where we have felt invisible, unimportant, or even thrown away. And if we've ever felt any of these strong emotions, we too can call out for help. And that's why I liked Find Safe People. And I want children to identify safe people in their lives, whether it's at school or in our community or in homes, that they can talk to if they ever need help. And I also want adults to know that if they're struggling, that there are safe people to talk to. And again, even when you've had counselors on the last 2 weeks, you know, no matter what it's for, I'm a strong advocate of counselors and how they can help for the mental health when you go through things.
Well, you know, and it's good you say that because I just saw a post pop up. So we had Gary Probst with Hartford Counseling on last week, and one of his messages on his Facebook page is, "Don't wait, just call." Like, don't wait till this is over. Don't wait until you're so far depressed. Don't wait. You know what? You can call now. And that was really the message when Andrew Nett with Affiliated Clinical Services called in the week prior to that. That was the thing. We want to talk to people about these strong emotions that are happening right now. And it's adults, and it's kids, and it's seniors, and it's anywhere in between. And some people already were struggling with some of that, and now even more because we feel so isolated and disconnected. And just reiterating that and making sure people feel or know that they're not alone. And there is a lot of people. We are hearing stories here on the phone and in messages and things that we talk with people. Other people we talk to are hearing stories. It's happening. We're not alone. We're not in this alone. We're in this together. And if you are struggling, you have to, reach out. We're encouraging that, right, Carol? Right. People are listening. There's always people, even if it's, but reach out to a professional. If you don't be embarrassed with that, and do it. So, what do you say to somebody who's feeling this way? What if it just feels, there's just no more hope. Like this, everything's so like. If you're watching the news on a regular basis, that is overwhelming. That's too much. If you're watching it and you're following all the news or the, what do they call those, where the president comes on and the health department comes on and everybody's giving those updates. And if you're watching that nonstop, it's really can do you in. So what do you say to the people who really are identifying with the fork in this story and feeling such strong emotions like this?
If someone was feeling a strong emotion like they were not important or they were invisible or like they've been thrown away, I would want to say to them that they're not invisible, that they're important and that they matter, and that there's hope. People need to know more than ever that there's hope.
So I have something. Okay, hold on. I gotta get this out. Hold on, Carol. I know it's on delay, so if you're watching, you're not going to see this in the right time. But I have in my paperwork here. Hold on. Stand by. So I think at one of our first shows, podcasts, I used this, but I'm not sure. I think it was all backwards. But I'm showing the word hope, and I love this. Hope means hold on. Pain ends. And that's really important for us all to understand. This is just a time frame we're in right now, and this won't last forever. So I agree with Carol, and that's why Carol and I, Carol, I love your messages for all sorts of things, as you know, because I think hope is such an important thing, and people like you give so much hope to others. So, okay, are you going to read? And now, first of all, there's a couple things, exciting people out there. Carol wrote a song. She wrote a song to go with this book. What I really wanted to do, Carol, is I really wanted to get this technology up and running. Everybody who has been watching me knows I'm trying to get this split screen thing going so that I could have you on and you're singing your song and doing your goofy faces that you do. Carol uses the filters on Snapchat and does the song, and it's fabulous. But she sings it even better in real life, like where it's like really her voice. So are we going to read the book, or are we going to read can you read this? Can you sing the song? What do you want to do?
Well, how about, first of all, Should I announce how we're going to do the giveaway?
Oh, yes.
Before I read the book?
Oh my gosh, and that's what I forgot.
That's okay, Wendy. That's why we work well together.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so.
Okay, so I'll describe how the giveaway is so that
Yes.
people can be thinking about this and also writing, making comments. They can listen to me reading the book, and Wendy's going to hold the book up so you can see the pages while I do read it.
First of all,
And then,
Carol, I'm holding up, just so you know real quick, before I hold up the book again, I'm holding up the display you have at your house for this contest. So you carry on, and I'm showing this right now. So go ahead.
okay, so my husband is going to, as you write things in the comment section for the contest, I'm going to tell you about the giveaway. He will be writing your name down on one of those blue tickets, and we will draw it out, the winner out of that jar.
Okay.
So how the contest is going to work is if you would like to win one of the books, in which we would mail it to you anywhere in the United States, or to someone that you would want it to be mailed to, if you don't want it to you, and it'd be signed, or you could pick it up at Faith and Giggles, either way. And so what you would need to do is you would need to write a comment in the section saying a way that someone has shown you that you are important and that you matter, or you have done that for someone else. Just during this time we've been in our quarantine, because I think it's really important that we not only tell people that they're important and that they matter, but we actually do things to show people that they're important and that they matter.
I love that.
So if people you can think about that, writing those, and before Wendy ends tonight, then we'll do a drawing, and we will let Wendy know. I'll call her and let her know. So you have to actually write down what the person did for you or what you did for someone else.
Okay,
not just say the person's name.
Yep. So write in the comments what you have done to lift somebody up, what you have done, and what what somebody else has done for you, or even for somebody else, something you've witnessed, right?
Right, and it doesn't have to be monetary. It could be someone called you or sent you a text or a card, or so just so people know that.
Like for me, it would be that somebody made me a banana bread, the most amazing banana bread that I have ever eaten, with chocolate chips in it. So that would be. Are you
hinting to me, Wendy, to make you some amazing banana bread?
What's that?
Are you hinting to me to make you some amazing banana bread?
No, but somebody made me some. But do you make it? Do you make amazing?
Yes, I'll have to get you some, Wendy.
Okay. I love banana bread. I love it. So somebody made me some already. Betsy Wittenberger, and it was so amazing. That was last week, and it was so good. So, and also this wine is a product of somebody lifting me up. Cheers to anybody who might need some lifting up. It looks like I have tea in my teacup. Carol, did you see that were you watching?
I did. I was laughing, Wendy.
Okay, so what's our next step here?
Okay, so our next step is I'm going to read the back of the book, so it gives people a clue as to what the story is going to be. And I'm going to read the dedication before I read the story, because I dedicated this book to some people who are very special to me. Okay. So are you ready for me to read?
I am ready. Believe it or not, I am ready.
Okay. You hold the pages.
Okay.
Have you ever felt invisible, like no one could see you? Have you ever felt like you weren't important, like you didn't matter? That is the way the silverware feel at school as they get thrown away every day. Until one day, a fork cries out for help. Will anyone hear his cry? Will anyone come to his rescue? The Day That I Got Thrown Away. Written by Carol Redders. Illustrated by Rebecca Perla. For Kira, whose desire to read this story has given me the motivation to finish writing it. I will keep writing if you will keep reading. And for the children at Lincoln Elementary School, you bring joy into my life. I hope this book will bring joy back to you. The Guardian of the Silverware. Today started like a normal day. I woke up to great smells floating my way. In the school kitchen where I lay. The day that I got thrown away. Then at the same time as every other day, I felt myself moving, starting to sway. The worker arrived to take me where the children would pick up their silverware. Waiting to be picked and placed on a tray, I wondered who would choose me that day to carry food into their mouth. I am important, there is no doubt. Then I felt a warm, soft grip. Inside my heart, I felt a flip. All through lunch, I was handled with care, holding food in my palms, both beans and pears. I listened to chatter all around, voices of children, there's no better sound. Then came clapping and a big, strong voice, quieting the children above all the noise. Children, it's time to finish your lunch. Let me hear you crunch and munch. Clean up and close your milk carton too. Don't leave any garbage. Chew, chew, chew. The quietest table is first to go. One at a time, let's walk in a row. Carrying your tray with both of your hands, please walk slowly to the garbage can. The children stood up and started to walk, balancing their trays. Quietly they talked. They stopped first to put their silverware away, to soak in a bucket until the end of the day. Then the child whose tray I was on jumped up from her seat and hurried along. Suddenly I smelled something stinky and strong. Then I knew something was terribly wrong. I found myself flying into the air. Would anyone notice or even care? I landed beside a bean in a pear. I wanted to cry out, but did I dare? There wasn't going to be much time. I wasn't okay. I wasn't fine. I wanted to live another day, the day that I got thrown away. So I took a deep breath and I shouted out, "Someone please help me out." I didn't know if anyone would hear, but then I heard the worker's voice near. As I hear something. Do you hear it too? Someone is crying. What should we do? Then I saw the most beautiful sight as the worker's hand came through the light. As her hand reached in and picked me out, I was so happy I wanted to shout. Not wanting to scare the children away, I decided it best not to yell hooray. As I arose from the garbage can, I saw my hero and felt her soft hand. She winked. Okay, Wendy, it's your turn to wink now. She winked as she looked over at me and said she heard my heartfelt plea. Then the happiest words did I hear as she told the children that were near. Be careful when you empty your trays. We reuse silverware here each day. For tomorrow is another day. You will pick silverware for your tray. Let's learn a lesson from this mistake. Let's save the silverware for goodness sake. Then I was placed in a bucket to soak. I would live another day. I had hope. I learned how important I am that day. The day that I got thrown away. The end.
Oh, I love the illustrations of this book, Carol. And do you know what I'm really upset about? That I didn't wear my fork and my fork earrings and necklace. My silverware earrings and necklace that you gave me, and I didn't. Honestly, things have been so crazy. I just thought of it as you're reading this. I'm like, darn it. So what I love about this, tell me about these questions afterwards. The discussion questions that are in the book.
Yes.
What a great idea.
Thank you. I wanted that for people to understand, maybe some people to help them understand some things.
And so that's something that you can do in your own home, and but is it more for like in a group setting in a school, or is it more because you really, that's your audience are the school kids, right? That's why you wrote it, a lot of it.
Yeah, the audience is the main audience would be children, but it could also be parents reading to their children at home, and they could be talking to them about, they could ask their children, who do they know who would be safe to talk to, if they ever felt any of those strong emotions as well.
Sure, having that safe person. Everybody should have one or two. Kids need to know who their safe people are, right?
Right.
Carol, okay, so I don't know if you've had a glass of wine or not, but what is it going to take? What is it going to take to get you to maybe sing your song for us? Can we talk?
Sing the song?
Yes. Can we talk you into that?
Okay. Well, I can tell you too, if people want to see it with the silly Snapchat,
Yes.
app,
Yes.
they can also go on to my Carol Redder's Carol Redder's Facebook author page. It's just Carol Redder's author,
Yep.
and they would be able to actually see it visibly.
And I tagged that page in the heading of this. If you're listening to this right now and you're like, and I don't have it written down, but if you go to the heading of this post, I tagged Carol Redder's author, so you can click on that and you'll get right to her Facebook page. Go ahead, Carol.
Okay. Yes, you could go to Carol Redder's author, which Wendy put in there.
Yep.
And so there are 2 verses. How I was inspired to do it, I had actually started working on it, but then a student came to my lunch line and he actually said to me one day, "You should write a song to go with your book." And so that kind of gave me the push and the motivation to finish working on it. So there's 2 verses. The first verse is, "I am important, I matter." And the second verse is, "You are important.
Nice.
You matter." So, are you ready, Wendy?
I am ready.
Okay, here we go.
You got it. Go.
I am important, I matter. You use me every day. I am important, I matter. Please don't throw me away. Before you empty out your trash, please take me off your tray. I am important, I matter. Please don't throw me away. You are important, you matter. You make a difference too. You are important, you matter. There is only one you. When you wake up in the morning, there's something that you can do. Look for a way to show kindness to someone who's different than you. Look for a way to show kindness to someone who's different than you. Show kindness to someone who's different than you.
I love that. Show kindness to someone who is different than you. Carol, you know I love you. I appreciate you coming on. So what are we doing with this contest, and how are we gonna bring or announce the winner? I forgot you. Are we gonna do this?
How about what we'll do, Wendy, is we will I'll have John. He's got them all written up now.
I'm excited because there's lots of comments in here.
Yes. So how about if I call you back in about 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah. Yep. Take your time.
Announce the winner. Does that work for you?
That's perfect. You know I'll be here.
Okay. I'll call you back in a little bit.
All right, Carol. Hey,
Okay.
thank you. Honestly, you know how much I appreciate you and all you do, and thanks for joining us and enlightening and inspiring our audience.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me, Wendy.
You're welcome.
We'll talk soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Yay, that was fun. This is like a real show. We have like real important people coming on here. Okay. All right, everybody. Look at all of these things. Lots of people commented, and I haven't read them all. I can't wait. I have been so engaged with people on the phone and looking. I don't know why. I feel like I have to look here instead of down at the comments. But I've been trying to really pay attention because everybody who knows me knows I can't really do 2 things at one time. So I really have to pay attention to the person talking. But I'm going to go through all the comments and look at everything. But it looks like people have been commenting and saying things about things that they've done to uplift others or have had done to them. Okay, so they're collecting all of these comments, and they're going to throw all the names in their hat, so to speak. This is their little display they had at home. Carol sent this to me. They had it all set up. John, her husband, John Redders from the Hartford High School. Yes, that John Redders, the famous Hartford High School football team that did great last season. So anyways, they're all, the whole family's fabulous, and they're taking care of writing all the names, and they're going to mix them up, and they're going to pull a winner. So that's happening over there. I got to just say a couple thank yous. I don't know. I got so many different things I want to... Oh, okay. Well, good, because I've got too much to say. Here's Carol. Okay, Carol, is that you back?
Yep, I'm back.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got to put you on speakerphone. Sorry, I almost forgot. Okay, you're on. Okay.
Okay, so the winner is
and I hope I pronounce her name right.
Okay.
Becky Schultz.
Oh,
Schultz?
yes, Schulteis, Becky Schulteis, you're the winner.
Becky Schultz.
Yep.
So she can put in the comment if she would like to pick it up at your store, or if she'd like me to mail it.
Okay.
And then she could message you her address otherwise.
Yes.
And then you can tell me where to mail it to.
So Becky, message us here at Faith and Giggles so that we can have a conversation and connect with you and make sure that we, figure out how to get it to you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Wendy.
Thanks, Carol. You have a great night. Say hi to John, and everybody have a good weekend.
Will do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye. Okay, there we go, Becky. Awesome. Very good. John says Becky Schulteis. Yes. You'll need to continue these shows after the store opens. So Linda Wilkie, yeah, I know. Hey, I'm telling you one thing. I'm planning on being here. Maybe not every week. I don't know if everybody wants me to be here that often. But I love doing stuff just to bring people together. I love how this is all working. But I have something funny that I just have to throw in there. What? Okay, we're an hour and 15 minutes already. Okay, I really wanted to keep it to an hour, but it never happens. Here's something. So something that people are doing positive, or something that people are doing uplifting. Like I told you, Betsy made me this fabulous banana. I say me, because I ate most of it. It was for Jason and I. Of course, I ate most of it. But this fabulous bottle of wine was fabulous as well. And but I also want to say something's happening on my phone. I hope it doesn't die. Remember I crashed last week? So I hope that doesn't happen. I'm gonna hurry up because I feel like it said iPhone storage is full. So I hope we don't crash quick. But I forgot to ask our people, Carol and Sally and Tina. This was something. If I had I need 2 hours, but I don't have it. Here's something I find hysterical. So if you know Alan Jordan with Slinger State Farm, Alan Jordan over at Slinger State Farm has been buying gift cards from different businesses, and then he's been giving them away on his Facebook page. He's been doing great things over there, and he bought one of ours, and we appreciated that he supported us. That was awesome. And I've seen him comment here and there. I don't know if he's on tonight because I've been a little bit distracted, but yeah, he's been throwing in his words because he knows I like words like shenanigans and discombobulate. I use things like this. I love those words. I get those from my mom. I get some from my dad. So I think, was this Zoe? Zoe, was that you that sent me this list? This is fabulous. Some of the best words, literally, ever. So I find this hysterical. I don't know what people's favorite words are, and I don't even know what this has to do with anything at all. Here, it doesn't have anything to do with anything, but it just makes me laugh, so I thought I'm going to share this. Jason, 1 hour. Hi, Katie. Yes, we're still on. That's okay. That's okay. You join in anytime. So here's a few words. So I would love for people to put in the comments some of their favorite words if it's not on this list. But check this out. Bamboozled. I'm going to run through this list because when I say some of the words, I'm probably going to just start laughing. Bamboozled. Discombobulated. Cattywampus. I've used that one often. Malarkey. Yes. Skedaddle. Sure. Doohickey. Okay. Persnickety. Whatnot. Gobsmack. I'm not really sure what that is. I'm going to come closer here. Gobsmack. Flibbertigibbet. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tenderhooks. Okay, tenderhooks I don't understand. I don't know what that is. Poppycock. Whippersnapper. Okay. Flabbergasted. All of these are okay. Shenanigans, my favorite. Lollygag. Kerfuffle. I've never used the word kerfuffle. I'm not sure if I know anybody who has ever. Sandy, you use. Oh, hi guys. There's people. They're outside the door. I think somebody just fell against the door. Somebody's learning to ride a bike against Faith and Giggles gift shop. Okay. Oh, Kristen, Jake, Charlie, and I say hi. Hi, Kristen. I hope you guys are doing good. What a great time to have a baby. Kind of. I'm glad you're out of the hospital, home safe, but like you have to isolate. That's fabulous with a new baby at home. Fabulous. I can't wait to meet Charlie. Anyways, where was I? Lollygag, kerfuffle. No, Nincompoop. Okay, yeah. Thingamajig, yes. Yes. What's it? Whatchamacallit? Flummoxed. I've never said flummoxed. I don't think ever. Has anybody here ever said flummoxed? Dingleberry. I don't know why that's on there. Gobbledygook. C. Canoodle and cod swallop. What the heck is what's cod swallop and canoodle? I don't even know what any of those are. But anyways, I thought those were hysterical. Okay, it had nothing to do with anything, but there it is. All right. There were just a few things that I feel like I didn't cover when we started. So important things like what's our status update? Because I don't even think I covered any of that. So I'm gonna just do that real quick. Jason and I, okay, look at all these, I'm not gonna get to it all. What Debbie says, some food recipes taste better the next day. The flavors have time to ooch. Who says ooch? You do, obviously. I love that. Did that come from your mom, Debbie? Who did that come from? The flavors have time to ooch. I really love that. John says, Shanghai? Yes, okay. Like, use it in a sentence, John Redders. I've been Shanghaied, right? Is that like, that's like I've been like canoodled or something? I don't know. I want to see that in a sentence structure. Okay. Let me just, once, I have to do that every once in a while. Can we have a cheers real quick? This helps me just slow down a little bit. So let's have a cheers. For some reason, when I do these shows, I want you to know my mindset. I have all sorts of things. I have, my dad says reconnoiter. Yeah, Debbie Rooney. Okay, so a couple things going on here. Dad, I know you say reconnoiter. Was that not on the list? Reconnoiter? It wasn't on the list. Okay, my dad says reconnoiter, and I use reconnoiter all the time. I love that one, Dad. That's a great one. Yes, that's a military term from you, and I like that. Debbie Rooney says that her mom uses that that ooch word. I love that. Amazeballs. Becky says, okay. So I got so many bling blings and likes and messages coming on, and I can hardly focus at all anyways. So I appreciate everybody hanging in here with me. I don't know why anybody sticks with us, but I have so much fun with all of you who do stay with me during this time. But what I tend to do is I feel like I gotta talk fast, and I should just slow it down. So I'm gonna do that. I'm drinking a little more of my tea. I want to tell you lots of things. So I was going to tell you our status update, but I'm afraid I'm going to forget because I've got this piece of paper in front of me. Next week, I don't know who's going to be talking with us entirely, but one person that I do know is going to be speaking with us is our good friend, Pastor Jim Schleif from First United Church of Christ here, from the United Church of Christ. I added extra words in there. I threw the first part in there. From United Church of Christ here in Hartford and Slinger. He serves both of those congregations. Our good friend Jim Schleif. Again, another fabulous soul. Another huge heart. Another wonderful human being. One of my favorites. And he's going to be talking with us next week a little bit about the different ways people are able to utilize social media for worship options and just how things have changed and what he's doing to change. Because Jim is like-minded like us. He's just trying to take on all these different challenges and figure out how he can still serve people in his church and in the community under these difficult times. Pastor Jim is also involved with the Warriors Journey Home organization, which serves veterans and their families. And it's a support group of sorts. So Jim is going to be talking to us about that organization as well as how he is serving the faith-based community. So that I wanted to make sure to say before I had too much wine and I couldn't say it properly anymore. Actually, I haven't really had that much. And I do have water here to hydrate. So that's really important. We're excited about that. Okay. So what I really didn't talk about at all is what if you want to order stuff from Faith and Giggles? What is our status update? What are we doing? We are not opening our doors yet. Why are we not opening our doors yet? People have asked. And thank you, Carol. I'm entertaining. I'm so glad. Jason says just to move along. You made me nervous. Stop saying that. See, now I got to talk fast. All right. If you see awesome things on our Faith and Giggles Facebook page, how do you get them? How do you order them? Call us if it's during business hours, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You give us a call. And you can call us at 262-397-8689. So that's how you can give it, or you can send us a message, a Facebook message. We're doing a lot of interaction on Facebook message, which is really nice. That's working very well. And then when you decide you're ready and you have your order together, you can call us with your credit card information. Some people are putting it in the Facebook messaging, not the comment section, but the messaging, a private message sent directly to us. It's a little bit easier. It's a lot easier for us to keep track of orders that way. If you're commenting on things and putting orders in, and you're saying I want this and I want that in a comment, it's a little harder. I'm still searching that stuff out. I get notifications, but this is such a different way for us to do business, and I'm getting notifications from all over, so I may miss things on the comment section. So really the best way, if you see something you like, and things are going fast, as you know, because things, if you're somebody who's called and it's gone already, you know, if you send us a private message, then we've got that documented. Nobody's going to get it before you if you are going to call us with that credit card or if you want that item. So call during business hours, send us a private message, and we'll take care of the payment, which is credit card. Some people have been bringing a check when they pick up, and that's great too, or cash. And then we decide whether you're going to have it delivered or pick up. We are doing curbside pickup, front or back door. The back door is, you can pull right up to the back door and we put your items right outside in a box or outside the front door in a box. We are doing Mother's Day special, and I should have a big sign that announces this, but I didn't have time to put it together, and a handwritten one just doesn't do the trick. So I know, Katie, don't let Jason Dix make me nervous. Thank you, Katie. Very kind of you to say that. So if you want to send something or have something delivered to someone for Mother's Day, we're doing that for free, as far as a half an hour, 30 minutes outside of Faith and Giggles. So punch it into your phone, and if it's within 30 minutes of Faith and Giggles, we're doing it for free. We're asking that you make it a $35 minimum purchase, like the item is at least $35, but then we'll deliver it free. And that's a radius around Faith and Giggles. So West Bend, Friends, or wherever you are, if you're outside of Hartford, and within Hartford, of course. So we're happy to do those deliveries. We've been doing that, and we've found that that's really been a big part of our business right now, and we appreciate that. So the pickup and delivery, and then we're shipping lots of stuff. So if you want things shipped, we're doing that at our whatever the cost is that's what we'll be charging you. We take it to our friends over at Pack and Ship here in Hartford, and whatever that cost is what we'll be adding to your bills. So we're not, making money on that. We're just charging the cost. If you have any questions about that, of course, give us a call at 262-397-8689. You can call after business hours or before and just leave a message, and that's fine too. I've been doing a lot of posting. I am administrator, or one of the administrators for the Downtown Hartford Facebook page. So I've been doing a lot of things on there, sharing posts from different restaurants, from different businesses, and different things like that. Just trying to get so if you're wondering what all the different businesses are doing, check out that Facebook page, and you can see all the different posts and the updates there. We really, really encourage people to just support our local businesses at this point. I feel like we're almost getting to the end of this order from the governor, but it doesn't mean things will be getting back to normal, so to speak. Everything is still going to be different and odd and unusual, and we know people are not going to all want to come out, yet some people are going to be flocking out. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. So we want to just reiterate again about the fact that our doors are not open. A lot of what the media did not cover is that there are liabilities involved with businesses. If you are not considered an essential business and you open anyways, you do have certain liabilities that are your responsibility. So let's just say somebody claims that they've got coronavirus from Faith and Giggles, and they know that's where they got it from. And maybe let's just say they did. I mean, I don't know. None of us have it at this point that we know. I've done nothing but come here and go home, pretty much. Jason goes to the post or to the pack and ship and home. And he does the grocery shopping for me, and I have to admit that. But anyways, my point being, if somebody were to claim that, and that would be hard to prove, but if they did, we would be liable if we opened before the governor's orders. And therefore, everything we've worked for all these years would be gone, because we don't have the money to fight somebody who's got a lot of money for big, important attorneys and attorney fees. So we've decided that we're going to stay closed with our doors locked so that we don't have to deal with or worry about or even deal with that responsibility. And the fact is, we're doing really well, and we're able to pay the bills. We're doing our thing right now with the way we're doing it. Curbside pickup, shipping and delivery. Our community is, what can I say? Where's my thank you sign? Right here. I should have a big heart on here. Our community is doing things. Everybody can do their thing, and you know what? Our community is doing their thing. So everybody is in such a different situation through this whole thing. But I see people sharing our posts that I don't even know who they are. Like, people are just doing stuff because they're trying to help. People are supporting us, and we're trucking along here. So we appreciate that, and that's what our status is at this point. And we also want people to know that we support those who feel they do have to open because they are not able to survive at this point any other way. We're all trying to balance being responsible and safe, and while not losing our livelihood. It's a really delicate balance. Hartford is not, as I feel like the media kind of painted us in the beginning with those news stories, like we're crazy and we're out there just, throwing our doors open, not caring about anything else but ourselves. People called business owners in Hartford like money hungry and selfish. We're no different than anybody else. We're trying to stay afloat. We do not want empty storefronts. We want our community to continue to thrive, and our community is proving that they want our community to thrive because they're shopping and they're doing everything they can do to keep us going. So we appreciate that. We encourage people to reach out to the businesses that can't have their doors open or that can't even do curbside pickup. A lot of our salons, I want to speak to that. The salons, our restaurants, our bars, they cannot risk just opening their doors against the governor's orders because they can lose their state licenses. So anyone who's licensed through the state, that's a whole different ballgame. That's not even something we're dealing with. They could lose their license. And I know some businesses are taking on some aggressive phone calls. We have not experienced that yet, but I know some people in our business community are taking on some aggressive phone calls from people who are angry that they haven't opened. So we just want to remind everybody, as we talk about, always be kind. Realize we're walking anyone else's shoes, so we have to consider that we don't know each other's perspectives. And remember that we are all doing what we can do to be safe and be responsible and keep our business community thriving as well. So I can't think of anything else to say. Well, yeah, I can. That's a lie. Please just continue doing what you're doing, staying safe. Things are working well. I feel like the curve is flattening as it's supposed to. And I'm going to end our segment tonight with a quote. And look I say a quote. But look at all these quotes. Look at, I'm like, you should see me. I'm like, oh, I'm going to say this one. I'm going to say this one because I have all this time. I'm going to pick one. How do I do that? How do I pick one quote? Okay, here. I'm going to pick two. I don't care. I'm going to pick two. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to read you the Optimist Creed because I love, love, love the Optimist Creed. I'm just going to read it to you. And then I'm going to do one final quote. And then I'm going to like, mwah, kiss you goodnight. Who did that? Was that Carol, oh. Uh-oh, somebody's calling me. I don't know who this is. Who's calling me on this? Hello? Who is this? Hello?
Wendy.
Who is this? Hello?
Hi, this is Carol.
Oh, hi, Carol. Sorry. I have you on speakerphone. Is that okay?
Yes, Wendy, I have to make an announcement. I forgot. One last.
Oh,
Carol.
okay. Hold on, you guys. It's Carol Redder. She's back. Okay, go ahead. What's your announcement?
Okay.
Wait, you gotta turn. You gotta turn
tell
the. Wait, Carol, you gotta turn it down in the background.
There's some really exciting news I have.
Okay.
Because I have to tell everybody this.
Okay.
I'm going to be a grandma.
Woo! Praise the Lord.
I'm sorry. I just had to do it. I couldn't contain myself.
Yes,
A
it's
grandma,
Mother's Day's coming up. You should
grandson
speak.
and a granddaughter this year.
What's that?
I'm going to have a grandson and a granddaughter this year, both.
Oh, Carol, that's so sweet. That is so.
I'm sorry. I'll let you get back to your show, but everyone needed to know that.
I love it. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
See you, Carol.
Get back to your show.
Okay.
Bye.
I love it. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. I love impromptu people. That Carol gets me. She knows I'm okay with it. That's perfect. Carol's got 2 daughters and a son. Both of her daughters are going to have a baby this year. How amazing is that? That is so. And John, your daughters too. I think that's fabulous. A granddaughter and a grandson this year in the year of 2020. Coronavirus. Well, Carol, I am excited for you and John and your whole family, and that's awesome. Okay, so back to the Optimist Creed, because Carol Redders is one of the most optimistic people I know, so this actually is very fitting. Be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. Talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet. Make all your friends feel there is something in them. I love that part. I should just keep reading, but I love that part. Make all your friends feel there is something in them. What more can you do for a friend besides remind them, what is so important about them? I love that. Look at the sunny side of everything. Be as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. I love that. Forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. It's so important for us all. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's in the past. Forward. We're looking forward. Give everybody a smile. Of course, I love that. Spend so much time improving yourself that you have no time left to criticize others. Spend so much time improving yourself that you have no time left to criticize others. I love this. Okay, guys. I guess our evening is going to have to come to an end. And Mary Shelley, you just joined us, but we're going to be ending. I know everybody, I can't wait to go through and see everybody who has been on. I haven't been looking down here because I've been so busy with everybody. This has been such a fun show. But here's one last quote, and I'm going to just read this, and then I'm going to say goodnight. You have to be propelled by that conviction that what you're doing is right and what you're doing is important, and to persevere in it. And I should have read this quote, and I don't have who wrote this quote. I should have connected this to our status update about the businesses and their different choices, and about how we're making those choices and what the different elements are involved in making those decisions about those choices. But, you have to be propelled by that conviction that what you're doing is right and what you're doing is important, and to persevere in it. I think having a purpose, not worrying about what everybody else is saying or thinking or the news media or what everybody else thinks. But I always go back to what is right. What is right? Making sure you don't have another outside agenda. Excuse me. And that it's important. And then you hone in on that, and then you just persevere in that. And I love that. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. I am going to end. We had no really major technical difficulties. Nothing crashed. We got all of our phone calls in, and we have winners. And Jason, I don't know if he's watching still. He was supposed to try to chime in and mention who our winner is of our puzzle and gift card, but he hasn't. I know he had to pick up Pascal from work, so I don't know where he is. So I promise we will get that information out here via Facebook and make sure that person who won is contacted. So thank you, everybody. You have a great weekend, and tomorrow we are off. We are closed. So you can call, you can text, you can send messages, but don't expect any return. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to probably be outside the entire day with the dogs and doing some gardening. So thanks, everybody. We appreciate every single one of you. Have a great night.